This shit is not easy, but it's worth it. PocaSPEAKS. This shit is not easy, but it's worth it. It's all about community. Spirituality is important. PocaSPEAKS. This shit is not easy, but it's worth it. PocaSPEAKS. This shit is not easy, but it's worth it. It's all about community. Spirituality is important. PocaSPEAKS. This shit is not easy, but it's worth it. PocaSPEAKS. This shit is. All right, hello. Happy Friday. It's Friday. We made it. Yay. Okay, period. We got to get into these messages. I was channeling a couple of things prior to getting on here, hence the title. But of course, there is more that will probably come out, so we will take it how it comes. Okay, period. I want to first off start by saying I have released a ebook. Okay, it is now available via my website as well as Amazon. This ebook is literally a customized, personalized breakdown of the entire 2024. Okay, so if you're a person who wants to really take advantage of this year, you want to know what's going on astrologically, I broke down all of the placements of the planets, all of the moon cycles, and the moon phases. I broke down all of the placements of the zodiac signs. I broke down all of the astrology forecasts and placements that we can expect throughout the year, and the different things that you need to know about each season that will be coming up. Okay, this whole book is based in astrology and numerology. So if you're somebody who's been looking to get more into that and you are interested in using this to your advantage, the ebook is only $8, y'all. It's only $8. I didn't want to make it all that, so I wanted to make it something that is easily accessible, that you guys can purchase and use to your discretion. Okay, use the way that you need to in order to capitalize off of this year. Okay, now the paperback version is available as well via Amazon. Okay, so yeah, feel free to go and check that out. All right, super excited about that. I definitely know that that guide is one of the ones. Okay, I've been using it so far. Okay, even before I put it out, I've been using it personally. Not only just this year, but the last couple of years I've been following astrology very closely in order to capitalize off of it. And of course, everything is different for everybody because we are all different people. So take that, keep that in mind. However, when you know the energy of the year, you know how to play it. Okay, period. So that guide will give you everything you need to know in regards to what to expect throughout this year, the energetic phases of this year. And I keep telling y'all, this is the year of abundance. This is the year of prosperity. And I'm not just talking about a couple $1,000s. Okay, we're talking about inheritance. We're talking about legacy type of prosperity. We're talking about your children's children can possibly eat off of you know, how you played this year specifically. This year could be one of those ones that literally catapult your life, you know, on you know, to a whole different place. Okay, period. All right. Does it help with rituals for like the moon and stuff? So what it does is it will break down exactly what each moon phase, you know, what the zodiac sign the moon phase is in, and then it also breaks down the body parts that are associated with those specific phases. So with astrology, when you know the element, which is fire, water, air, um, earth, right, and you know what particular cycle you are in, you're able to then figure out which rituals will work the best. So for example, if I'm in Aries season, that's a fire energy, right? So the best rituals will probably be with fire. So that would be anything pertaining to passion, anything pertaining to electricity or energy, right? So this could be Reiki, this could be crystal energy healing, this could be um anything like of that kind, right? This can also be exercising, right? Y'all don't know exercising is a ritual. All of these things are rituals. Anywho, right, and then because it is a fire sign, a fire element, then you can do candle magic. You know what I'm saying? The energies align more with the things that you're doing. So it breaks down all of that. Okay, and it's only $8. I mean, that's a steal. Everything you need to take advantage of this year for $8. So let's get into these messages. Now, prior to hopping on here, I was channeling what is that movie? Is it the Humpback or the Hatchback or something? The movie with the man that got the big old thing on his back, okay? I kept seeing him, you know, just hunched over, slumped over, carrying all of this weight around, right? And Spirit was basically saying that for a lot of you guys, and for the ebook, once you purchase it for the $8, it automatically gets sent to your email and you can open it up immediately. If you want the paperback, you would have to go to Amazon, and it has exercises in it as well. So if you want to actually write in it and do the exercises, then you can order the paperback off of Amazon. Okay. When I get off of here, I will be adding the paperback Amazon link to the website, okay, as well, so that you can have a direct link there for the paperback. Anywho, I was channeling the humpback man, okay, and how he was walking around with all of these things that he was carrying. And I feel like for a lot of you guys, the energy that this eclipse kind of showed with the solar eclipse, well, first we had a lunar eclipse on the 1st, I believe it was the 1st, and then we had I'm sorry, the 25th of March, I think. Don't quote me. And then we had a total solar eclipse, meaning the sun and the moon completely cover each other on the 8th, right? And what the eclipse specifically was revealing to a lot of people was the things that were hidden in the shadows, right? The things that we either weren't paying attention to, or the things that have gone on too long, that we've been dealing with too long, things that need to be released, let go of, things that no longer serve us, right? You know, eliminating any stagnant energy, any heavy weights, okay? Things that are energetically pulling us down, things that may be energetically putting us in a specific mentality. Let me put my phone on, do not disturb. Anything that will put us in a specific mentality, or make us feel a certain type of way, or whatever the case is, right? So the solar eclipses, well, the eclipses, period, you know, all came to illuminate something. It all came to show us something. And I feel like for a lot of you guys, you know, a lot of people are learning a lesson where you are learning you're not responsible for anybody but yourself. You're not responsible for anybody but yourself. That's just that on that. Some of you guys have been taking on the responsibilities of others, taking on the challenges of others, taking on, you know, the heaviness, the weight. Yeah, look at this, 8 of Cups walking away. Taking, you know, taking people's weights, and you know, helping people out and overdoing yourself, right? You know, overextending yourself. And I'm not talking about the people who are just, you know, you just helping out here and there. I'm talking about people who have overextended themselves. You are doing more for other people than you are doing for you, or you have always done more for others than you have always done for yourself. And for a lot of you guys, this has been illuminated to you so that you can make the necessary changes. This year being about abundance has everything to do with you. So if you want the abundance, you can't be out here paying attention to everybody else or worried about everybody else and what everybody else got going on. Because at what point do you utilize this energy for your journey? At some point, you know, you're going to have to be a little selfish, or it may feel like you're being a little selfish. And look at this. All these eights. First of all, we got the Eight of Cups. Okay, this is that walking away energy, leaving things that no longer serve you. And then we got the Eight of Pentacles, which is hard work. Working towards goals, working towards dreams, working towards, you know, your aspirations, the things that you want out of life. And a lot of you guys are in a position where it's time to work. It's time to work for what you want. It's time to prioritize your journey, your wants, your needs, you know, your divine path. And only you can be the one to choose to focus in. Nobody else can come and make you focus on your path. This isn't anything anyone else can do for you, which is why the ball is in your court. You know, for a lot of you guys, I kept channeling and keep channeling the same crossroad type of energy, okay? Heavy SU energy, okay? But a lot of you guys are being pushed to make a decision. You may be feeling like you're at a crossroads, or you're at a place where the things that you've been doing so far are no longer working. The things that you're used to doing, or no, you know, they're no longer working for a reason. They're not supposed to work. Because if they did, then you would keep getting the same results. Spirit is trying to show you that if you keep doing the same thing, you're going to keep getting the same thing. So they're stopping things from happening so that you can wake up and realize, oh, I can just change and do something different. Oh, let me go through this back door. I'm used to going through this side door right here, but this side door keeps getting blocked for some reason. Even though I'm used to going through this door and it works every time eventually, for some reason it's just not working. So let me try this other route. And that's the goal. You need to try another route. And a lot of you guys are allowing fear or overthinking or your sense of responsibility to others to stop you from taking that additional route or going that unknown route. Okay? But you're not seeing that this unknown route is what's connecting you directly to the things that are for you. Come on now. Got the Fool card and the Wheel of Fortune that popped out right behind each other. New beginnings. When you shift your energy, there are new beginnings. When you take a step in a new direction, things change for you. You can't make this shit the fuck up. You can't make it up. Ace of Wands, Page of Cups, okay? Some of you guys may be receiving some type of message in regards to a new beginning. This could be an email. This could be a phone call. This could just be communication, okay, period. Some of y'all just needed to have some type of conversation with somebody, or, you know, have some type of communication to get things clear. For some of you, the communication is going to have to do with you walking away. This is going to be you, you know, letting that person know, hey, you know, I'm out. I see when I see. You know, I wish you the absolute best. Yeah, Six of Swords. I'm out. I gotta go. I gotta go. I gotta shift my energy. I gotta go to calmer waters. I gotta go to, you know, a different place, a better space. It's time for me to leave. Okay, period. It's tight, but it's right. That's what my grandma say. It's tight, but it's right. It sucks, but it is what it is. If you want things to work out for your highest good. And this goes back to worth. You know, this is one of the things that I was talking about this week. Based on the way that you view yourself, based on the way that you see your self-worth, based on the way that you look at yourself, based on the way that you know, value your own energy, that dictates how you move and how you grow and how you navigate this journey. If you don't see yourself as being shit, you be like, oh, I ain't shit, I ain't that smart, I ain't that this, I ain't, big enough, tall enough, thick enough, small enough, whatever, then at what point are you feeding yourself what you need to make it happen and to get to that next level? Okay, a lot of y'all are negative as hell. Okay, what are you feeding yourself? Very, very important. Very, very important. Okay, we got the Six of Pentacles. I definitely feel like some of you guys need to go ahead and ask for help. If you have been in a position where you feel like you've been the one helping everybody else and nobody has been helping you, then you need to go find the assistance that you need. Stop thinking that just because you did stuff for other people that they're automatically going to do things for you in return, or be there for you in return, or show up for you in return, or understand you in return, or whatever. It doesn't mean any of that. Actually, doesn't mean that they're going to do anything. Right? So at what point do you stop relying on people to come save you the way that you save them? And you just save yourself and stop saving everybody else. The reason why you're tired, the reason why you're exhausted is because you're putting more effort and energy into everybody else's stuff but yours. When you're working for yourself, yeah, you may get tired and exhausted and feel some type of way, but it's not as bad as when somebody else is making you tired, exhausted, and feel some type of way. Okay, if I'm tired on my own accord, I can deal with that. But if I'm tired because you keep making me tired, baby, we got a problem. Houston, we have an issue. Okay, because no ma'am, no sir. That's not how that works, right? So at what point do you say, okay, I see that the people that I give to are not going to give back to me? That's number one. You got to start there. Acceptance. I see this for what it is. The people who I do for on a daily basis, on a weekly basis, on a continuous basis, or whenever they need it, whatever, they're obviously not going to show up for me, because if they was, they would have did it by now. What would be the reason that they haven't done it by now? What would be taking them so long to do it? Nothing. They just don't want to do it. People who want to do something will just do it. They don't need your permission, and they don't need you to open the door and invite them in. They're just going to go ahead and do it because it's in them to do so. So obviously you have to first accept the fact that these people are not going to carry your weight in the same way you carry theirs. These people are not going to show up for you in the same way you show up for them. And that could be a very, very hard pill to swallow. But at the end of the day, I'd rather swallow truth than a lie. A lie make you sick. Right? A lie make you sick. Forward movement. Okay, we got the Ace of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Self-love. Ooh, Six of Wands. Ooh, the Emperor. Hold on. And the King of Pentacles. And the Ten of Cups. There is something super, super big that's potentially about to come in. Like super big. Super big. Okay? For some of you guys, you have started to choose yourself, and because of that, Spirit is sending you a couple of different things. Some of you guys may be receiving love. Some of you guys may be receiving some type of financial abundance. Okay? For my business owners, I see businesses, booming. Okay, Ten of Cups energy. I see, if you have been questioning if this is your year to start your business, let me be the one to tell you that it is. Let me be the one to tell you that it is. Because when I say business is so good this year, finances are so good this year, but it's good to the people that tap into it. It's not something that's just going to show up on your doorstep because you really, really, really want some money, or you really, really want success, or you really, really want to operate in your purpose. No, you gotta go find it. And the way that you find it is by following your intuition and trusting those intuitive hits that you get and those gut feelings that you get, and moving towards those very things. Period. Big business, okay? I also see some of you guys maybe getting some, maybe having to set up some boundaries. Boundaries are definitely going to be important right here. We got the Nine of Wands and the Judgment card coming out. Listen, as you set up these boundaries, okay, because I feel like some of you guys may be feeling conflicted, like, well, and this is how I'm hearing it. When I was, living and doing whatever I wanted to do, you know, I didn't want nobody to judge me. So now that I'm changing my life and there's people around me who are still doing the same old shit, I don't want to seem like I'm judging them, right? And Spirit is saying you're not judging anybody. You're creating boundaries for yourself. It's not a judgment. People are so, you know, emotional, but at the end of the day, if there are certain things that are in my space that are affecting me negatively, I need to remove those things. And it doesn't need to be a argument or a debate behind it. I said what I said. When I'm around these type of people or this type of energy, I feel this way, I act this way. You know, my energy gets thrown into something else. So based on that, I'm going to have to either not hang out with you no more, not be in a relationship with you no more, not be friends with you no more. And it don't have nothing to do with me being judgmental. It doesn't have anything to do with me feeling like I'm higher than thou. It don't have nothing to do with none of that. It's the fact that my life requires a certain energy. My goals require for me to be in a certain energy. And when I'm around you or in this specific environment, I'm not in that energy. Okay, and that energy is the goal. So anything that comes and interrupts or disrupts my energy got to go. Got to go. LOVE on the way out. Okay, and it doesn't have to affect the way that you feel about these people. You can still love these people from a distance. Love ain't never required proximity. Okay, love ain't never required you to be right beside me in order for it to be felt. I can love you from across the world. I can love you from a different dimension in a different realm. Okay, so don't feel bad when it comes to setting certain boundaries and putting your foot down or standing on business when it comes to your principles, when it comes to your beliefs, when it comes to your spirituality or your ideologies or your thought processes or the things that you want out of life. Okay, I'm also hearing don't tell nobody what you're working on, because for a lot of you guys, you're so easily affected by other people's energies. You haven't built up, you know, enough tough skin to ignore people's opinions in the way that you need to in order to be successful. So stop telling people shit. Just be quiet. Let them see when it works, because nobody has shit to say when the thing works. I've never seen anybody have anything to say. They may have to force it, but they don't have anything legit to say when that person pops out and the shit they're doing fucking works. Okay, I mean, the proof is in the pudding, right? And even if they do have something to say, at that point they just like a hater because it's working. Why are you mad if it's working? But we got to get it working. And I can't get it working if I'm sharing my secrets and sharing the things that I'm developing in my baby. It's like a newborn baby. For the first couple of months of that child's life, you can't have that baby around any and everybody. Why? Because that baby can get sick. Something can happen. It's not ready for the conditions outside. And your business is your baby. Your new life is your baby. Your spiritual journey is your baby. All of these things are your baby, and you got to protect it until it's a toddler, until it's a teenager or you know, adolescence, and it's old enough to stand a little bit more. Okay, we got the Tower coming out. Let me say this: don't allow sudden changes to make you feel like things are going wrong. In order for things to be corrected, things have to be disrupted. In order for things to be corrected, things have to be disrupted. If I want to correct something, I can't allow it to continue the way that it is, because then there's no correction. Correction means I'm disrupting the process. I'm disrupting what is going on. I'm causing a hindrance. I'm causing a stop, right? And then after I stop it, then I can change it, you know, recreate it and reevaluate it for what it needs to be. But it has to stop first. So just because certain things in your life are stopping, or they feel like they're ending, or they feel like they're falling apart, or they feel like, you know, it's messing up, or whatever the case is, it does not mean that you're doing anything wrong. If anything, Spirit is taking you to smoother waters, calmer waters. And sometimes you gotta, just like we talked about last night, dancing in the dark, sometimes you gotta go through, you know, the darkness, or you know, some type of what feels like loss or negativity, what feels like negativity, yeah, in order for you to be ready, in order for you to be completely emotionally prepared, mentally prepared, spiritually prepared for the world as your new self, right? Just like I said last night, when a butterfly goes through its cocoon state, that butterfly is at its most vulnerable state. When a baby chicken is in the egg, it's at its most vulnerable state. That's why it has that tough shell on the outside to keep the elements and the dangerous things away from that little vulnerable baby that don't even got no hair on it, no, barely got skin, barely got eyeballs, completely vulnerable, because it is developing. It is going through a process where it is developing into what it's going to be overall. And in order for it to do that, it has to go through this phase where it is tucked away from the world, right? Where it is, going through a painful process. Like my sis said last night, when we used to say we had aches and pains as kids, our grandmama used to just say, "Oh, your bones is growing." Right? And that's a good thing that your bones is growing, but does it feel good? No. Is it comfortable? No. Right? For all of the mothers who have been pregnant and given birth, that process of that baby growing in you is not the most comfortable thing after a while. It's rather uncomfortable. Okay? But at the end of the day, when you do give birth and you see that beautiful baby that has been baking and all of those things and getting prepared for the world, all of that goes away. You don't even care no more. You don't even think about that shit no more, because you are so in love with what you have created and what you have birthed. Same thing in your life, right? You got to keep those things behind closed doors so that they can properly develop. So that when you do birth it, you can be happy and proud about it and confident in it and assured of it. All right? All right, let's get some channeled messages. And I'm going to use these cards as well. What else does the collector need to hear? I don't know why I'm hearing Snow White, okay? I'm hearing Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. There's something about a lot of you guys operating in your divine energy and allowing people, places, and things to assist you on your journey. Snow White kind of just wandered into the damn woods and, met these dwarves who she didn't even know, right? And all of these dwarfs possessed a different energy, a different feeling, a different emotion, a different state of being, right? And they all affected her life in a different way. But at the end of it, she ended up having exactly what she needed and getting the assistance that she needed. And the card that just came out is, what are you waiting for, right? So I feel like a lot of you guys are not allowing yourself to go and get the assistance that you need. It's like you're overlooking some type of assistance here, okay? And this could be anything. This could be going back to school, okay, so that you can be prepared for whatever you're trying to go into. This could be therapy. This could be spiritual advisoring. This could be life coaching. This could be mentoring. This could be, being mentored by somebody who is in the same career path as you or something along those lines. This could even be asking for help when it comes to finances, asking for help when it comes to figuring out, where to go, the first steps to take. This could be, doing more studying when it comes to books, when it comes to lectures, when it comes to learning things in general, okay? Not only just about what you want to do career-wise, but about whatever, period, okay? A lot of you guys are being pushed to go into this place where you are the student, okay? Where you are being taught and you are learning things that are helpful to you and will be helpful for you as you continue on your journey, okay? Childhood is definitely significant here as well. Making sure that you are prioritizing childhood healing at some point. If you know consciously or you just have an idea that there are certain things that have happened to you or certain things that you went through or certain things that you experienced in childhood that has had some type of effect on you, it's time for you to do the work. Okay, we can't keep running around here pretending as if we are not affected, as if we are not traumatized, as if we do not need help when it comes to certain things. We do, right? And until you start to tap into those energies and you figure out, okay, how did I get where I am right now? Then you'll always continuously be on this hamster wheel going in a circle. Okay, and don't I got time for that. That's not even fun. All right. Yeah. Breaking generational trauma or curses is also very, very heightened. A lot of you guys will also be rewarded for breaking a lot of trauma and generational curses. This year is heavily influenced, you know, with karmic energy. So a lot of people will be receiving karma and getting karma this year. We got 888 at the bottom of the tag. Period. Lots of prosperity, like I said. But a lot of people will also be getting their karma. Okay, so you know, if you have been doing what you're supposed to do as far as breaking the generational curses, dealing with the problems and issues that you have, okay, getting to the bottom of the things that you're struggling with or your bloodline has been struggling with, the things that affect you and your bloodline, and healing those things and staying committed to the process, you will definitely be receiving some good things this year. Okay, but you got to stay in this energy. Don't get distracted, don't get detoured. You know what I'm saying? Keep moving forward, keep progressing in the same ways that you have. Okay, we got Pisces energy. You could be a Pisces. Pisces placements could be significant. But I'm hearing that, you know, when it comes to the spiritual realm, things are going to be very heightened this year. Okay, lots of doubled energy. So we know that 8 is 2 4s, and 4s is 2 2s, and 2s is 2 1s. So there's a lot of doubled energy, double on double type of energy this year. And it's going to be important that you guys make sure that you maintain a relationship with the spiritual realm. This is your ancestors. This is your spirit guides. This is your higher self. Okay, this is your intuition. Tapping in with your intuition and your higher self is tapping in with the spiritual realm. Okay, y'all need to understand all of these things are connected. Okay, I'm also hearing spirit say, allow your imagination to run wild. Why are you limiting the things that you believe in? You have all of these ideas, and the first thing in your head is, oh, I can't do that. Oh, I'm not ready for that. Oh, who's going to support this? Oh, who's going to want this? Like, you're limiting yourself, okay? And once you place a cap on yourself and on your life, then when you don't get to that place, ain't nobody's fault but yours. All right. A lot of you guys are being called to move out of your masculine energy. All right. And moving more into a feminine energy or more balanced energy. Okay. And this is going to help you attract the things that you want. The number 8 is a feminine number. Okay. So anytime we have a lot of feminine energy going on, then we want to make sure that we're balancing that out. Specifically right now we're in Aries season, so that's a masculine energy. So we want to make sure that we're really doing our best to stay in a peaceful, high vibrational, clear, communicative type of energy. All right. If you find yourself going off on a tangent or feeling annoyed or mad or upset or angry or any of those things, check yourself immediately. All right, we're also going through a Mercury retrograde, so that means that you can say a lot of things that you don't really mean just out of frustration or anger or upset, and people can say a lot of things to you out of the same energies. Okay, so just be mindful that energy is going to be a little weird when it comes to communication, you know, for some people, unless you're a Virgo or Gemini, because we are ruled by Mercury and we know how to navigate this energy. But if you're not ruled by Mercury, and if you're specifically a water sign, I need you to take your time navigating this year, okay? If even if you're feeling like you can't properly express yourself, take your time. All right? That's really going to help. Take a couple hours before you respond to things, you know, or a day, whatever is needed, okay? But take your time when it comes to the way that you're communicating and the way that you're responding to people, okay? We got Uranus energy coming out, which is the full energy. This is all talking about liberation and freedom. This is talking about taking leaps of faith and being independent. And I feel like for a lot of you guys, this year is all about creating your own independence. A lot of us have never been financially stable, right? Most of us have always been paycheck to paycheck, or always, you know, needed some type of outside assistance, or always was just stressed or frustrated or annoyed or overwhelmed when it came to finances or when it came to home life, okay? But I feel like for a lot of people, that is going to be stabilizing this year, and it all comes through you taking all of the first steps that we were talking about. Getting out of your comfort zone, letting go of people, walking away from things that no longer serve you, trusting in yourself, being quiet when it comes to your goals and dreams, right? All of these things are connected to these new beginnings and to these leaps of faith, or these experiences of evolution or liberation, okay? Definitely, you know, independence doesn't necessarily mean that, you know, you don't need help from anybody. It just means that If I can rely on myself, I will rely on myself. But if I do need help, I'm not afraid to ask for it. Okay? Spirit is saying you're the problem. I love this card. You're the problem. Stop looking around. You are the problem and get it together. Okay? So, again, this year is all about you. Whatever you want out of it, you can have. That's simple. If you want, $1 million, you can get $1 million. Shit, you might be able to get two. If you want a family and love and all of that, you can get that. If you want success, you can get that. If you want to just, explore the world, you can have that. If you want to travel, you can. Anything you want, you can have. I just caught you. You just started thinking negatively once I said that. Whatever your mind went to, you just started thinking negatively. Don't do that. Don't do that. Okay? Just that fast. We speak and we feel and we send out negative energies towards the very things that could definitely happen for us and be our reality. If you want to travel all year, I don't care what your bank account says. What does that mean? What does that mean? One year I traveled all year, and when the year started off, I didn't have the money in my bank account that I had by the time it came for me to start traveling. Okay? But because I knew that I was going to travel, and I made up in my mind that this was going to be the year that I was going to travel and go everywhere and do everything, it happened. Because I believed it. And because I believed it and I knew it, and I wasn't taking nothing else for an answer, I was able to go out and apply myself. And everything that my intuition told me, hey, go create this, go do this, go build that, go start this, go help these people with that, go do this. All of those things connected to me having the income that I needed to be a successful traveler in that year. So don't sit there and act like you have all the answers and you know that it's just not going to work. You don't know shit. Let's check the track record. Who has been more accurate, you or your intuition? Okay. Sometimes, we just gotta look at that first word, intuition, moon energy, subconscious. Okay? Period. You have to have faith in your journey. You have to know that certain things or anything is possible. Not certain things, anything. Thank you, Spirit, for correcting me. Anything is possible. We are not limited to nothing but our mind. The only limitation that you have in this world is your mind. That's it. That's it. Everything starts off in the mind. When you decided what you was going to eat today, it started off as a thought. You said, hey, I want chicken. I'm not taking no for an answer. So I'm going to get in this car and I'm going to drive my ass to Popeyes. Now I got chicken. The thought became reality. Thought, action, reality. Hey, I want to go to school for and get my bachelor's degree. Okay, cool. Now I have to go through and get this FAFSA, is that how you say it? Information through and do all of these things, and then I just got an email that they accepted me, and now I can start school in the fall. Thought, action, reality. So everything starts here. If you can see it here, you can have it. All you gotta do is put action towards getting to it, and that's it. Everything else will align for you. No one is asking you to come up with the whole process and the whole plan. Whoever asked you to do that? Nobody asked you to do that. We just said take the first step. And then after you take the first step, take the second step. And then after the second one, you take the third step. That's it. When you walk up a flight of steps, do you walk from the first step to the sixth step? Or do you walk 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8? You go in order. Okay? Period. All right, final messages here. Let's get 5 more. Heighten intuition, like I said, okay? Spirit is heightening your intuition for a reason. For a lot of you guys, your intuition is way more tuned in, tapped in than it usually is for this very reason, so that you can navigate this process the way that you need to, and you don't have no excuses to be like, oh, well, I didn't know, and I didn't know what I needed. Okay, maybe you hopped on YouTube and you saw the video that you needed to see, or maybe you booked that service and got the help that you needed, or you went and got that therapy session, or you went and booked those classes, or you went and signed up for that school, or you went and applied for that job. Okay, If your intuition say go do it, just go do it. A lot of y'all are looking at the goal so much that you're not focusing on the fact that there's a process. Okay? There's a process. There's a process. We got evil eye. All right? So definitely watch yourself. All right? Watch yourself. Watch yourself and the people around you. When it comes to evil eye, I always say watch yourself first, because we are the first. We are the biggest threat to our own process, because only we can stop or start it. So that makes us the biggest threat, because, you know, if I want to go, I can go. If I don't want to go, I won't go. Now, nobody else can make me stop or start. People can feel however they want to feel. But if I choose to keep going, I choose to keep going. If I choose to stop, I choose to stop. So I always say check yourself first, because usually we the ones being more negative and the ones that are affecting our journey with our negativity, you know, much more than other people, right? But there are other people in your space that are haters, that don't want to see you do certain things. That's why I said be quiet. Keep everything to yourself for right now, and then you put it out. When it's ready, put it out. Just like the ebook. Y'all didn't know I was making no damn ebook. That ebook been getting worked on since February. Ain't nobody know that. Because why did y'all need to know? You didn't need to know shit until I put it out. Now it's out. What can you do to stop it? Nothing. Right? And that's the idea. You don't have to let people know what you're doing. Be quiet. Work on it. All of my books, nobody knew that they were coming. All of my businesses, nobody knew that they were coming. Everything that I start, everything that I do, every class, every course, every whatever, nobody knows the shit is coming. Period. Unless it's the day before and I'm just giving you an exclusive sneak peek. But it's still already done at that point. So there's nothing you can do about it. Right? And that's so important for you to be able to properly cultivate whatever it is that you're supposed to, and create whatever it is that you're supposed to. When you have all of these people, you know, in your business and giving you opinions and telling you, oh, well, I don't think you should do it like that. And maybe I don't think you should do it that. Look at this. Library, wisdom, and study, like I've been telling y'all. Oh, I don't think you should do it like this. Oh, I don't think you should. No, shut up. Shut up. Okay? Because when Spirit gave me the damn idea, you wasn't there. And Spirit didn't say, hey, go out there and ask the collective how they feel about you doing it. Spirit didn't say that. Spirit just said, hey, this is what you need to do. You need to go get that done. And I said, okay, cool. Let me go get it done. Let me go work on that. You don't need to know what the hell I'm doing until it's ready. And don't nobody need to know what you're doing until it's ready. And you don't have to tell nobody. Your spouse, your mama, your daddy, your kids. Don't nobody got to know. And don't let them people make you feel some type of way about it, because you're protecting your vision. And until other people can see the vision like you see it, you got to protect it. Because when people can't see it, they'll destroy it. They can't see it for what it is, they'll destroy it. For example, you know how many songs, and if you know me, you know I love music, okay? If I could be a song, I would be a song for a living. I would just be a song. So you just play me over and over and over, and I could just sound amazing because I love music, right? So when it comes to, let's say, R&B, right? Let's say 90s R&B, which is our favorite, you know, one of our favorite genres as Black people, right? When it comes to 90s R&B, do you know how many songs them top executives did not like that are classics in our community? These people was not feeling them songs. There are so many songs. I've watched so many interviews because y'all know what, I research everything. There's nothing I don't research. I research behind the music, all of that. I want to know everything. I want to look at the interviews and see how y'all made the song, what happened, what went down, who was in the studio. I love all of that, okay? I love all of that. Creation processes, I'm in love with creation processes, okay? And that's another thing. Inspiration, right? Inspiration is so powerful because I love watching or hearing about people's glow up stories or come up stories. It's cool to see the abundance and everything that you got, but I want to know what you was doing when shit was hard. I want to know how you stuck it out and how you thugged through the difficult moments, because that's what's going to inspire me to keep going. That's what's going to let me know, oh, this shit is possible, because they went through some of the same shit I went through, or they had struggles like I had struggles. Right? And a lot of these people struggle when it came to getting people to see their vision, getting people to like their music or the sound of their music, or whatever the case is. And they had to just put the shit out there and just allow the collective to take it in. And once the collective got a hold to it, they're like, oh, we love this. Now the song is at the top of the charts, and all of the executives who said no, they got to eat their words. Even though they're in an executive position, even though they're the quote unquote people who supposed to know better, they supposed to know all of the good music, they supposed to know what's a hit and what's not a hit. They supposed to know all of these things based on their position. So don't let people's positions make you feel like what you are going for and what you want to do is wrong. Okay? Don't let people in their little titles and their little positions make you feel like the ideas that you have are not going to work just because they said it wouldn't, just because they don't agree. I don't give a damn about your title. What does that mean? A lot of y'all be so pressed over other people's titles. I don't give a damn about a title. For example, right? And y'all know I'm going to always use me as an example because I go through it all the time. I've had so many therapists, licensed therapists, and other people try to tell me that I don't need to be offering services. You need to go to school. You need to go to an actual college and learn and get a license and have this and have that. But all their clients prefer my style of therapy and counseling because of the fact that I'm not licensed and I don't have to play by nobody else's rules but my own and spirits. Right? I've had people who have written books that have tried to tell me the way I should structure my book, the price I should put on my book, who I should present it to. I had family members that told me I need to offer my service to more people than just Black people. Why you only offer your service to Black people? You don't want to send out the wrong message. You don't want them to think that you're not here to help everybody. I'm not here to help everybody. That's not me sending out the wrong message. That's the message. Me personally, specifically, is not here to help everybody. I'm here to help my people. My specific job title, my specific reason of being here, my specific journey requires me to help my people get free. Mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. That's my job. I don't care how you feel about it. I don't care how much money you think I'm going to lose, because I'm not doing this for money. If I was doing this for money, my prices will reflect that. Trust me. Because I give out a lot more than I require. Let's talk about it. So I personally have dealt and still deal with a lot of people coming and giving me their 2 cents on what the fuck I should be doing. And I've been in business for 6 years. PocaSPEAKS has been paying me for 6 years. PocaSPEAKS has been viral and all types of things for, well, viral came out about 5 years, right? But for at least 5 to 6 years, I've been doing this shit all on my own, following intuition, following spirit. I've had moments where publicly things fell apart. If you've been following me since 2020, then you've seen I had issues with friendships in front of the public. Prior to 2020, if you've been following me, I had issues with relationships in front of the public. It don't stop. It happens to everybody. We all experience these things. We all experience some type of uphill battle, some type of trauma, some type of challenge, some type of opinion, some type of people wanting to stick their nose in it and be all in our business. It happens to everybody. But the difference is the way that you respond. The difference is, do you continue moving forward, or do you allow these people to come in and disrupt your process and make you stop? I'm not stopping for nobody. Storms at the bottom of the deck. I'm not stopping for nobody. Why would I do that? Why would I stop for somebody just because they have an opinion? Right? And one thing that I also started and had to start doing, because, you know, in a lot of our communities, we value age, right? The overall idea is the older you are, the more knowledge or wisdom you have, which can be true, but it can also be a fucking lie. Because wisdom is acquired knowledge, and a person has to want knowledge in order to be wise. And only a wise person implements the knowledge that they have. You got a lot of people that have knowledge but no wisdom because they never use the knowledge that they got. And a wise person uses the knowledge that they have, and a lot of people are not doing that, right? So a lot of times in our society, in our communities, we got these old ass people who ain't never did shit trying to tell us what the fuck to do with our life. Oh, so you lived a mediocre life, not knowing who you are, not stepping or fulfilling your purpose, and then you want to offer me advice and tell me that what I'm doing is wrong? Make that make sense. Where's the logic in that? You ain't never did nothing but go to work, work a 9 to 5 your whole life, and you want to offer me opinions on business? You ain't never had to take care of yourself and pay all of your bills based on your own business, on your own merit. Not because somebody was depositing a check into your account every 2 weeks. And you want to tell me what I should do? I think you need to hush. Yeah? I think you need to be quiet about your business. It seems like, you're not fit for this conversation. It seems like you don't have anything to offer me. And a lot of these people that y'all are taking advice from, and a lot of these people that you are allowing to shape your opinion on yourself and on the things that you're choosing to do, ain't never did shit in their life. So of course everything you are doing and everything you're talking about looks like this grand, huge, big old thing that requires so much. Well, to a person that ain't never been outside of the house, the world is going to look pretty big and scary. If you've never left your front door, of course, when you open it and you take that first step out, you're going to be afraid. Or if you see somebody else take that first step out and go out there, you're going to be scared for them. So you got a lot of people trying to put their fear on us because they never allowed themselves to be comfortable or fearless enough to go and chase their dreams and achieve their goals. But just because you ain't do it don't mean I'm not going to do it, and you're not about to project onto me. How many people are y'all allowing to project onto you? Whether this is friends, family, elders. I done had my elderly great aunts and grandmas and everybody try to tell me about my spirituality. You need to go to church. You need to do this. You gotta have a relationship with the Lord so you don't go to hell. Ain't nobody telling you to have a relationship with the Lord so that you can just have a relationship with the Lord. No, you gotta have a relationship with the Lord so that don't nothing bad happen to you. What? That didn't make sense. That didn't make sense. Okay. That lets me know that y'all not even religious because y'all really love the Lord. Y'all religious as a safety net. Just in case, Lord. Just in case you're real. I believed in you. Every day I went to church. Every day I did this. Every day I did that. And even if it's not religion, whatever it may be. Right? People want to put their fears on you. They want to put their stereotypes on you. They want to put their thoughts and opinions on you. And then expect for us to, be like, oh my God, I'm so happy you said something because I would have just went out there and gave it my all and been able to elevate. But you stopped me. Thank you so much for stopping me from elevating because you're scared. So now I'm over here scared and now I'll never achieve my goals. And then I'll just be like you when I get older. I'll be the same person going around telling people not to do this and not to do that because I'm scary. Stop letting people scare you out of the things that are for you. Stop allowing people's opinions to stop you from doing what you feel intuitively inclined to do. Period. Who cares? If you woke up and your intuition said, hey, go out there and start a nonprofit based on saving the billy goats. Go save the damn billy goats. Why are you worried about people talking about something? Oh, I don't see no other nonprofits for billy goats. Oh, I've never seen anybody do this. Who's gonna want to support that? Who the fuck asked you? Who cares? Why are you worried about something that don't even got nothing to do with you? People have so many opinions on things that don't even affect them or their pockets or their livelihood. It's very weird. If you take all of that time and energy worrying about me and put all that time and energy into your own journey, you'll start to see things from a higher perspective the same way I am. But you can't make nobody grow that don't want to grow. You can't make people want to elevate their mind if they don't want to elevate their mind. You can't make people, see out of your glasses. All glasses come, real glasses come with prescription. And just because we both can't see, don't mean we both can see out the same glasses. Just because we both have, our vision is impaired to some degree, doesn't mean I can wear your glasses because you have a different prescription. So just because we all in our journey don't mean that we got the same ways of getting to the goals. It doesn't. Just because we all may have the same goal, don't even mean we got the same process of getting there. I may want to be a hairstylist, you may want to be a hairstylist. But the way that I come up and the way that you come up could be completely different. The thing that makes me pop and the thing that makes you pop can be completely different. You may pop from a viral video on social media. I may pop from word of mouth and everybody just passing on my information because my shit just so raw. Does that make you wrong? No. Does that make me wrong? No. Does that mean I need to start doing what you're doing? No. Does that mean you need to start doing what I'm doing? No. It just means that we all have our own ways of getting to our goals. And when you start to allow yourself to be free, because it's freedom that comes with that, right? A lot of you guys are so stressed because you have to hide your real self from the world 24/7. That's why you're so on edge. You about to bust the hell open. The real you is waiting to come out, and you just keep pushing it and stuffing that motherfucker down because you worried about how other people are going to take it. Who gives a damn? Who cares? Who cares? Just because they're afraid of living in their truth, why should you be afraid of living in yours? Whatever that truth may be. Whatever that truth may be. Whatever, whoever, wherever. Period. I know my family can be scary as hell. I told y'all on Monday how my mama was scared that I went, or was it Monday or Tuesday? My mama was terrified that I went parasailing. Okay. My father's mother, when I was in elementary school, would be scared for me to go outside across the street where she could still see me. So people are scared, and everybody got their own reason for being scared. But whatever your reason is, don't got shit to do with me. Why are you trying to put your fears on me? You just, and people make it seem like they're just concerned. I just want to make sure that you don't regret it, or that you do something that you regret, or you get yourself into something that you don't know about, or da. Girl, sir, why is that your concern? Why is that your concern? If I go out here and I do something that I regret, oh well, who gotta live with that? Not you. The last time I checked, you don't gotta live with that. That don't have nothing to do with you. Stop trying to make it seem like you care. I've had my great aunt and my grandmother literally tell me, I say, when I first started my business, they was asking me, oh, how's work going? I'm like, it's good. Oh, you still a teacher? No, started my business. What you doing? I'm a life coach. You a what? They never heard of things like this. Mind you, they baby boomers. They don't know what the hell going on. They don't know what the hell's going on. They still stuck in 1955. They don't know what the fuck. They still stuck in the mentality. You got to think about it. People's traumas are based in their own experiences and time zones. So having a baby boomer mentality, most of them black people never had a business. To be a black person with a business and you wasn't a sharecropper or working on a farm, baby, they don't know what the hell that is. They've never seen that because they were always taught, get a good job, go to school. So that's how they base their life. Now they want to base our lives off of that. You need to go to college. Why the fuck would I go to college if I don't want to go to college? Since when did college become a requirement for me to be educated? Because college wasn't around when we got into the 1900s. But prior to the 1900s, there were no colleges. There were schools. And it wasn't required either. The school system didn't come into effect until the early 1900s, 1920s. So don't let these people make you think that just because you go and get their education, you get your master's degree, your master, you go get his degree, and then you want to go and smack it in people's faces because you were perfectly indoctrinated, and then you in debt, and you want to smack it in my face? For what? The same education you got, I got through experience, life, and spirituality. We just don't call it the fancy words that you call it from your Caucasian education. And I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with going and getting educated in the way that you want to. You can do whatever the fuck you want to do. I don't care. But just don't open your mouth to talk about people who don't want to walk that same path. And if you do have people around you that are opening their mouth when it comes to you making your own decisions and wanting to walk your own path, put them in their place respectfully, and that's it with the conversation. We're not going to talk about this all day. I said what I said. At the end of the day, I said that I'm a business owner and this is what I'm going to do. I don't care if I got $3 in my bank account. Well, why won't you just get a 9 to 5? You can have a daily check, a weekly check coming in, a bi-weekly check coming in. I also don't have rights to my time and my energy either. I also am working at the expense of somebody else. I also can't pick my own hours and decide when and where I want to do shit. I also don't have enough energy to work on the things that I need to work on because I'm so damn tired and mentally drained. Because we're not about to keep acting like the workforce does not affect your mental health. All of these parents that were barely able to be there for their children, all of these parents that were barely able to do the things that they wanted to do with their lives, ask them what they was doing the majority of their lives. Working for somebody the hell else. And what do they have to show for it? Nothing. Don't let people, little cars and houses make you think that they okay with living the way that they living, because they're not. They're not. Trust me. They depressed driving that Jaguar to work every day. When you learn that real life is not about materialistic things, it's about the way that you are operating and connecting and aligning with your purpose. That's when everything works right for you, and that's when you have ultimate peace. But people who are based in materialistic mentalities and based in societal's, restrictions and opinions, those are the people who can never find peace. They can have all of the financial gain and have all of the money and have all of the things, but they don't have no peace. They don't have no peace. They don't have no relationships around them. They don't have no family dynamic. They don't have no camaraderie, no soul tribe. They don't have nothing. It's just them and that car. And can a car give you a hug? Hell no. And of course they're going to make it look good. Of course they're going to make it sound good. So that they don't be alone with the shit. Of course. Of course a millionaire is not going to get online and complain. But millionaires also be taking their own lives, and make that make sense. If that's the goal, why are so many of these people who are established and successful removing themselves from life voluntarily? If that's the goal, if that's what happiness is, why are these people so unhappy? You got to ask yourself, it's all about perspective. It's all about the way that you're looking at it, and it's all about what you allow into your energy field. When you think of yourself, think of yourself as being a country. If you take your ass over there to Mexico, they're not playing that bullshit that America is playing. You take your ass over there to Japan, Japan will lock you up and not give one care. All that fighting in the street that we be doing here in America, go try that shit over in Japan. You can get years for something over here. You may get a couple days for, maybe 24 hours, maybe a couple hours, and your lawyer come get you and you get out and you're fine. Over in Japan, over in China, they're not playing with your ass. You're not about to be out here disrupting the flow. And that's how your life needs to be. When people come into my life, you can't disrupt my flow. I have rules and regulations and laws that you have to abide by. And then you don't have to abide by them if you don't want to. But also know that you will be deported. Also know that ass is grass. And you will be completely let go of and extradited back to your country. Which is the fuck away from me. So you can do whatever you want to do. You could be whoever you want to be, but just not in my presence and not in my energy. You can treat everybody else however you want to treat them, but you won't do it to me. And you guys have to start having those type of mentalities when it comes to you, because that equates your worth. That equals your worth. That you're showing people that you are worthy of being respected. You are worthy of having high vibrational energy. You are worthy of good things. You are worthy of good people and good energies and good experiences. But when you allow them to be around you and to be the Debbie Downer and be negative and all of these different things, you are also showing them that you are worth all of those negative things as well. All right. Love and light. Hopefully I got something from this. Again, definitely make sure that you head over to the website and grab, your 2024 personal guide, okay? This guy has everything you need from the astrology forecast of 2024. When I say I got every placement of every planet, so we know everything that is happening, I'm not playing, okay? This is literally a cheat code to 2024, okay? I basically pulled the birth chart of 2024 and got all of his business, okay? So if you want to go get more into it, learn how to really use this year to your advantage, how to capitalize off of business, how to capitalize off of love, off of relationships, off of collaborations, all of those things are mentioned, how to navigate the moon phases, what body parts they affect, the different meanings of the aspects and the different planetary placements, all of that. This is your cheat code, as well as tools, tips, and exercises to really take advantage of 2024. And it's only $8, y'all. 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 for the year. Okay. So definitely head over to my website and pick that up if you are interested. All of my information is going across the bottom of the screen. I also do have a couple of specials going on right now on my website. The first one is if you spend $100, you get 10% off of any other item. Okay. Now you may hear that and be like, what? But my website does also have payment plans. So if you use things like Afterpay or Zip Pay or any of those things, same type of concept, but it is with Shop Pay. Okay. But you can pay in installments if you want to for any service. Okay. I also still have a reading special for the new year. So if you want your own personal reading for 2024, so you know how to personally prepare, you know what you need to do, what to look out for, what messages your spirit team wants you to have, definitely head over and book that as well. Okay. Also, remember, we will be next weekend in Charlotte, North Carolina. I'm so excited to see all of you guys that will be coming. If you are still interested in being a part of our Sip and Paint, which is in Charlotte on the 20th, 4/20, okay, definitely feel free to inbox me so you can get the information to pay and book, so that you can have your spot reserved. Your payment does include your canvas, your paint, your drinks, your appetizers, finger food, as well as the sessions that me and Empress A or Amber go through as we're doing the Sip and Paint. Okay. We will be there the entire weekend. So if you are anywhere in the surrounding areas of Charlotte, North Carolina, South Carolina, Virginia, Georgia, anywhere close, definitely make sure y'all pull up on us. We'll be doing brunch that Sunday, the Sip and Paint that Saturday, and that Friday we will be at a lounge at Queen Social. Okay. So feel free to pull up on us at any point throughout the weekend. I will also be offering in-person services. So if you want an in-person reading, if you want an in-person consultation or mentorship, or to start your mentorship in person, if you want in-person consultations or therapy sessions or counseling sessions or any of those things, I will be offering those as well. So feel free to inbox me so that you can book them in advance, so that when we get there, we can have a schedule out and we can make sure that we get to it. All right. Other than that, light and love. Y'all enjoy y'all weekend. Go back and watch all of the lives that I've done all week so that you can be caught up and have all of the information that you need for everything. Other than that, I will see you guys on Monday. Have an amazing weekend. Be safe and take care. Peace.